And once again, I want to say greetings to each and every one of you, Aquala, and welcome. Welcome to another round of Culturally Conscious Communications here on LIB Radio, LIB TV, here on livinginblack.com. My name is Keedy Owadu, aka the Conscious Rasta. Weekday mornings, you and I get together live. We come at you from 9 a.m. Pacific time. That's 12 noon Eastern time, 5 p.m. GMT, and 8 p.m. East Africa time. We get together with you and we deal with culture, consciousness, historical perspectives, entertainment, economics, education, health, labor, law, politics, religion, family, conflict, future studies, all areas of human interactivity and development. Today's date is Monday. It is the 10th of November, 2025 in the Gregorian calendar. This corresponds to the year 6265 in the Kemetian calendar, to which we've realigned our cultural clock. Welcome to the 7th millennium. You have found your family in a peaceful place here on LIB Radio, LIB TV, here on livinginblack.com. And welcome to each and every one of you to today's program. I hope you find this to be a very interesting program, and let me just mute the music. Here's what we have on the table for today. Today, we are exploring, and I want to welcome you to the Conscious Rasta Report, the show where we dig deep into nature's most perfect medicine, exploring powerful botanicals rooted in tradition, culture, and healing wisdom. Today, we're diving into 3 remarkable plants that have been cherished for generations, many generations across the Caribbean, the Americas, and beyond. Sarsaparilla, Sassafras, and Soursop. I used up all the S's for today's broadcast. Sarsaparilla, Sassafras, and Soursop. These aren't just flavorings from nostalgic root beers or tropical fruit stands. They're potent allies for wellness, long used in folk medicine, Rastafari herbal practices, and traditional healing systems like Ayurveda and Chinese medicine. So that's what's on the table for today. I hope you do enjoy the conversation. If you do, if you're in the house today, I'd love to have a note from you. You can also hit the like button. We appreciate that. We're going to do the best we can to keep bringing you this research, cutting edge, detailed research about food as nature's most perfect medicine. As we see issues in the politics, etc., dealing with insurance, and insurance is outrageously expensive. It's gone up so much since the so-called Affordable Care Act, and patient protection was the original name. They dropped that immediately. Now it's no longer affordable. So we're going to take responsibility. We're going to bring this back home. I contend, and I hope you do believe it to be true, that the best place to begin your healing, the best place for medicine, should begin at the dining table, at what you consume, what you eat. And let me tell you, it's crazy out here. It's absolutely crazy. And the information that's being passed along on places, on platforms like YouTube, is buck wild, wild west, especially since AI has entered it, and since Dr. Gundry has put his doctor's license up for sale. He's advertising and selling everything. Most of it is a scam. It's a scam. So let's do the best that you and I can do, to do the best that we do to get our people, keep our people healthy and thriving. So, Sarsaparilla, Sassafras, and Soursop for your health. Here's what we have on the table. First, let's deal with Sarsaparilla. This is one of Dr. Sebi's favorite herbs. In fact, I'm going to go right now to a little short clip that I have of Dr. Sebi, of him speaking on the topic. The topic of the video is why this herb is banned everywhere but cures everything. Dr. Sebi's most powerful herb healing secret. So I'm going to put this up as Dr. Sebi's most powerful healing secret. Copy that and go into the header, paste and copy and paste over here. Paste it up on for my YouTube family. And I don't see you checking in, but I know you're in the house today. Hit the like button if you're on YouTube as well. We would love to hear from you. I'm also going to put this up for my Rumble family. And I don't see anyone checking in there on Rumble, but I do see people are in the house. We hope you hit the like button. So Dr. Sebi's most powerful healing secret. Let's show just a little bit, just a few minutes of this extensive video. And here it is.
So eventually it made its way to Europe and later became a go-to remedy in the US, even earning a spot in the official United States pharmacopoeia to treat syphilis. By the 1800s, it was the superstar of patent medicines, advertised as a cure-all for blood and skin issues.
An intracellular cleansing. Self-explanatory. Cleaning every cell that makes up every organ and system that totals the biological you. Meaning cleaning all of you. Not only your colon, like many have decided to do. To concentrate on the colon, no. We concentrate on the whole human body.
This video was created by AI.
And bear with me while I take the commercials out of it all. We continue.
Around the same time, it inspired a soft drink that people loved. Funny thing is, those Sarsaparilla drinks weren't even made from the actual plant, but from another one called Sassafras. And today, most Sarsaparilla sodas don't have either. They're just flavored to taste like the original. Now, what's so special about this plant? Its roots are packed with plant chemicals called saponins, which might help with all kinds of stuff. They're said to ease joint pain, soothe itchy skin, and fight bacteria. There's some interesting research too. For psoriasis, studies showed that a compound in Sarsaparilla, called sarsapanin, can bind to toxins causing skin lesions and help flush them out. It's also anti-inflammatory, making it handy for arthritis and gout. Scientists have even found it has antimicrobial properties, showing activity against bacteria and fungi in lab tests. And believe it or not, some studies hint that Sarsaparilla might have anti-cancer properties too. It's shown promise in fighting certain types of cancer cells in labs and animal studies, though we're still waiting for more concrete human research. On top of that, it seems to protect the liver, helping it recover from damage in animal tests. Plus, herbalists often use it in blends because it's thought to help other herbs work better by boosting their absorption. People mainly have been swearing by it to keep their blood clean and their bodies running smoothly.
A little bit more. I'm letting it run.
In administering these plants, these compounds, we see that immediately in less than 24 hours our patient is saying, I am already feeling the effect of these medicines or this food. Why?
It's food. So said Dr. Sebi. It's food. And I frequently say it. You hear me say it on LIB video, and I'm going to say it again. I say this a dozen times a day. Food is nature's most perfect medicine. I'm not the first to say this. Dr. Sebi said it. Dr. Knoll says it. So many scientists and so many independent researchers and herbalists say it. You say it. You know you say it. Let's go into the first of our three herbs that we have on the table, and that is Sarsaparilla. Bear with me while I find where is my mouse. Here it is. It's on my desktop. Sarsaparilla. And we're going to go, there is an article I just pushed up, benefits, risks, and side effects. I just pushed that up for your benefit. The beneficial phytochemicals in the root of the Sarsaparilla plant have been shown to have anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and skin and joint healing effects. Sarsaparilla is considered safe for most people, but be wary of false claims. Key health benefits of Sarsaparilla: anti-inflammatory properties. Sarsaparilla is recognized for its ability to reduce inflammation, making it beneficial for conditions like arthritis and psoriasis. Studies have shown that its active compounds can alleviate joint pain and skin irritation by suppressing inflammatory markers in the body. And that also makes it very, very good for battling autoimmune disorders. Point 2, health benefits. Skin health. The root has been traditionally used to treat various skin conditions, including eczema and dermatitis. Its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties help improve skin lesions and reduce symptoms associated with these conditions. Point 3, antimicrobial effects. Sarsaparilla has demonstrated activity against certain bacteria and fungi, which may help in preventing infections. Historically, it was used to treat serious infections like leprosy and syphilis due to its antimicrobial benefits. Point 4, hormonal balance. Some studies suggest that sarsaparilla may help balance hormones, particularly in men and women experiencing hormonal fluctuations. It is believed to enhance libido and improve fertility by increasing blood flow and supporting reproductive health. Point 5, antioxidant properties. These antioxidants found in sarsaparilla may protect against oxidative stress, which is linked to aging and various diseases. These compounds can help prevent cellular damage and support overall health. And point 6, I should say, weight management. Sarsaparilla may aid in weight loss by suppressing appetite, making it a potential supplement for those looking to manage their weight. So in conclusion, and one could go on and on, sarsaparilla is fantastic. In conclusion, while sarsaparilla has a long history of use in traditional medicine and shows a lot of promise in various health benefits, it is important to note that more research, particularly human studies, is needed to fully understand its efficacy and safety. As with any herbal supplement, it is advisable to consult with a healthcare professional before incorporating sarsaparilla into your health regimen. And Dr. Sebi, when challenged in court to prove that he was able to cure AIDS patients, they asked him to bring in, I think it was 4 or so patients. Dr. Sebi brought in 29 patients to testify. And he won his case. This was in the New York State Supreme Court. And they had taken him to court for making his statement, publishing in a newspaper, that he could cure acquired immune deficiency syndrome. So you and I stand upon the shoulders of giants as we reach for the stars. So today, I am proud to state that I stand upon the shoulders of this great healing master. He wasn't perfect, but he was darn good. He was very good at what he intended to do. I stand upon the shoulders of this great Dr. Sebi Alfredo Bowen. Let us continue. The next part of our study is Sassafras. And let me, first of all, put up this link for those of you who are studying along, paying attention. I'm not hearing from you. Where are you, YouTube family? Are you in the house today? I think you are. But if you don't talk to me, I never know where you are. I never know who you are. Let me go, and I'm not seeing anybody in our Rumble family, although I do see a lot of people. I do see eyes on it. 2 of us, including myself, have hit the like button, so we're going to stay on it. We are positively committed to finding solutions to the incredible spectrum of health crises that do affect our people. We're just going to keep on plugging at it, and you will do your best to let us know that you're listening. I'm going to go to these articles maybe a little bit later at the end of the program, make sure we fill up the hour. Sassafras. Drinking sassafras tea can have several impressive health benefits, such as detoxifying the body, breaking fevers, thinning the blood, strengthening the immune system, improving skin health, aiding respiratory health, and reducing inflammation, among others. Let's talk about these various benefits. Detoxification is the first one up. Sassafras tea helps the body to detoxify faster. Bear with me. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know what I just did. Okay, it helps the body to detoxify faster, aiding in an elimination of toxins through the skin and liver. Thinning blood. The tea has anticoagulant properties, making it beneficial for preventing blood clots, heart attacks, and strokes. Now, in the aftermath of that vaccine that many of you took, and we're doing the best we can here at LAB Radio, and as myself as a health consultant, I'm doing the best I can to help you all get beyond having made that mistake. But we do know that one of the things that was secretly in the vaccine was the diagnosis of thrombosis, blood clots. So therefore, sassafras is one tea that has anticoagulant properties. Therefore, it's not going to clog up your arteries. Now, because it does thin the blood, there is a danger of bleeding. But the danger of bleeding is very minuscule today. But the problem of blood clots, so many people have died from the blood clots. Point 3, immune system support. Sassafras tea can strengthen the immune system, helping the body fight off infections. That's like the anti-inflammatory, but this is an immune system builder. So you have better, stronger, what's it called? It's not autophagy. Better, stronger macrophages, which are killer cells, B cells. And they're more discreet about what they do. Sassafras tea helps them out. Next point, skin health. The antibacterial and antiseptic properties of sassafras tea can aid in the treatment of eczema, psoriasis, and other skin problems. So if you have been dealing with these problems, put sassafras tea on your routine. Respiratory health, our next benefit. The tea can help reduce inflammation in the respiratory tract, aiding in the relief of cold and flu symptoms. A digestive aid. Sassafras tea can relieve digestive issues, including diarrhea and constipation, by reducing inflammation in the gut. And the final point about this miraculous sassafras tea is anti-inflammatory. We mentioned it. Anti-inflammatory properties of sassafras tea can help manage conditions like arthritis, gout, and other inflammatory disorders. And when we're talking about the formation of autoimmune diseases, it is the consequence of chronic inflammation, meaning you are inflamed all the time, for months, for years even. Your body's inflamed. Most of you eat inflammation 3 times a day. We've talked about that quite frequently. The NEU 5GC increases the inflammation in your body. 500% increase in inflammation from your food, from red meats. The chicken, the turkey, they're inflammatory. Let's change. Let's change. So we're going to go into this even deeper, but I just want to take a moment here to remind you, our listening audience, I have been working for 2 hours already today, more than 2 hours, putting together today's research since 7 a.m. on the West Coast. It's now 9:20 a.m. I started working on this research. This is not an employment. Well, this is my job as a nutritional consultant, but I did not get paid for 2 hours worth of work this morning, gathering all of this research, putting it together in a cohesive format, designing the graphics to be able to promote it, get your attention, to have you tune into it. I didn't get paid for all of that. You pay my daily salary. Yeah, you do. You pay for this information. Why? Because you have deemed this information that you are currently listening to, you have deemed it empowering and very important. So what I'm going to do right now is ask you to just do a little bit. Just do a little bit. You can go to the front page of libradio.com. That's HTTP, not HTTPS, HTTP, www.libradio.com. Scroll to the bottom of the page. You're going to see a subscription link where you can subscribe. Give $10 a month. That's reasonable. $20 a month is wonderful. It depends on your capacity. I know many of us are hurting. Many of us are hurting, especially across the natural healer community. I could name the names. And I know people are hurting. I know they're hurting because their outreaches are becoming more frequent, and some of them are desperate. Some, I'm not going to name names because I love the young sister. But some are focusing on just libido, just sex, and making outrageous claims. Outrageous claims. I do not do that. You don't look to me to make outrageous claims. I am rather conservative with my research. I do see my brother Nguvu is in the house. He says, Sawubona. I love the health presentation am very interested in the soursop as part of a complete natural health benefit. Well, that's what we are about to get to in Guvu, the soursop. And I thank you in Guvu for all you do to support your LIB radio network, for making your monthly contributions. It's a beautiful thing that we're in this love together. I don't mind that I shoulder the mass of the burden of the cost of doing this. I just wish I had some reserve left over after bringing you the show and keeping it on the air for 23 years, almost completed 23 years. And there have been many, many, many times where LIB Radio has been incredibly generous to me. It used to be, I knew full time I lived off of LIB Radio, and I didn't live poor, but the last, since 2014, that's 9 years, 10, 11 years now. It's been a real struggle. There's a lot more competition. YouTube has come in and taken over, giving people information. And the information on YouTube, for the most part, the information I'm hearing back from people is bogus. I was watching information on YouTube today, and there's a lot of really bad information. I do say Pay Well Daily is in the house. Kitty, have you considered going on to other shows as a guest? Always. I've been on some great shows, and I appreciate that. I'm on the Carl Nelson show about once every month or two. I am on many different people's podcasts and broadcasts, and I've been on with Dr. Gary Null several times. So yes, I love it. So if you have a show, I would love to contribute to it. Yes, I love going on to others' broadcasts. And because I do this every day, I do this at least 6 times a week. And over the years, I used to do it as much as 12 times and even more per week. But I've cut back now because it wasn't paying. And so I said, I can't give all this time for free. But if you have a show, I would love to be on it. Pay Well Daily. And we're going to do the best we can. I always bring a great program. And I've been on so many shows. I'm thinking about all the people. There's Dr. Eric in a broadcast out of Chicago. I can't remember the name. 2 broadcasts out of Chicago. So we're always going to do the best. And like Brother Google says, Sawubona, I see you. Going forward, we have the third up today. Our third food is soursop. Today we're talking about sarsaparilla, sassafras, and soursop. The 11 benefits of soursop is a document that I have up. Let me share this link with those of you who are following along, who do pay close attention, and who do care. Like in Guvu, you do care. And that means, no doubt, it means a lot to myself and to others. We're right there with you. Soursop. Let me put this link up on YouTube, on my Facebook page. And then let's talk about the benefits of soursop. Soursop. Benefits and parts of the plant to use. Soursop, Annona muracata, is used widely in traditional medicine and as a food. Below are 7 commonly cited benefits. The part of the plant typically used for that purpose, and a short safety note up front. Safety note, use caution. Some soursop parts, especially seeds and concentrated extracts, contain compounds linked to neurotoxicity in high doses. Evidence for many health claims is limited and mostly from lab or animal studies rather than large human trials. Consult a healthcare professional before using soursop medicinally. And that's probably going to be pretty good advice, even though, can you trust the health professional that they're asking you to consult? Well, if it is your standard practicing physician, I don't think they're trustworthy. I don't carry one through my life with me. 7 benefits, along with what part of the plant to use for the 7 benefits that we're talking about today. First up, like Sarsaparilla and Sassafras, the first one, antioxidant support. For antioxidant support, use the fruit, pulp, and the leaves. The fruit, pulp, and leaves. Soursop is a good source of antioxidants and vitamin C, which can help neutralize free radicals and support overall antioxidant status. Now, here I need to do one thing, and I'm going to come off the microphone and off your camera for just about 5 seconds, where I just blow my nose. Sorry about that. Right with you. And I am back on the camera and back on the microphone, and my nose is clean. We're talking about the 7 benefits and the part of the plant to use to get the benefits of soursop. Point 2, it may reduce inflammation. Again, we're eliminating chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is the root of all evil. Dr. Savy said mucus is the cause of all diseases. Well, mucus is what? The aftermath of chronic inflammation. Use the leaves in a tea or aqueous leaf preparations. Traditional and preliminary sources report anti-inflammatory effects from soursop leaf preparations, which are commonly brewed as a tea for this purpose. Point 3, we're talking about soursop. Supports digestion and provides fiber. Use the fruit pulp. The fruit pulp contains dietary fiber and nutrients that can support digestive integrity, digestive regularity, and gut health when eaten fresh or used in smoothies. It's excellent for your microbiome. It's a wonderful prebiotic. Point 4. It's used traditionally for pain, fever, and respiratory symptoms. Use of the leaves and bark in teas or poultices. In many cultures, soursop leaves and sometimes bark are often used as topical poultices or brewed as teas to relieve pain, reduce fever, and ease coughs or other respiratory complaints. Next point, soursop contains compounds with laboratory anti-tumor activity. Preclinical evidence shows when used in leaf extracts in research settings, laboratory and animal studies have found soursop extracts, notably from the leaves and bark, contain compounds that show anti-tumor activity in vitro. Human evidence is lacking, and unsafe self-treatment is discouraged. Well, that's what AI had to say. I don't necessarily think that self-treatment should be discouraged. I think self-treatment, if one is diagnosed with cancer, is an absolute must. And soursop is shown to be useful in that category. But they are hinting at that it can be unsafe when using great doses, large doses. But I personally don't think anything could be more risky, more unsafe, more toxic than oncology chemotherapy. And I would use soursop in large doses for my own personal, I would go with the soursop. And chemotherapy, I do not believe in cancer chemotherapy. I do not believe in cancer chemotherapy. I don't believe in cancer surgery or radiation for cancer as well. You know what I'm talking about. Going forward, next point, it may support immune function. The use of the fruits and leaves. Many people use the fruit and leaf teas as part of traditional regimens to support general immune health. This use is based on nutrient content and ethnobotanical practice rather than definitive clinical trials. Again, when we're talking about its traditional use in Rastafarian traditional medicine, Chinese traditional medicine, Ayurveda, and other herbal medicine practices going back many hundreds, thousands, and tens of thousands of years, then soursop is proven. But today, I am operating in Western society. We're talking within the Western society, and we got to be careful how we even talk. And lastly, one more point, soursop use traditional anti-parasitic and antimicrobial uses. Using the leaves and bark, folk medicine practices employ soursop leaves or bark preparations to help against intestinal parasites and minor infections. Scientific confirmation is limited, but traditional use is widespread. Quick guide to which parts of the plants are consumed. We're talking about soursop. Fruit pulp is eaten fresh or blended, used for fiber, vitamins or vitamins if you're in the UK, and for flavor. Soursop is a wonderful, wonderful fruit. It's a delicious fruit. The leaves are made into teas or topical preparations, meaning you put it on your skin. Most commonly used for anti-inflammatory, pain, and traditional remedies. Soursop, the bark, and the roots are used in some traditional preparations for pain and fever. Use with caution. And the seeds. The seeds contain very potent compounds and are generally considered toxic. Do not consume or grind into supplements. They are generally considered toxic. Do not consume the seeds. Soursop seeds, according to this, and I'm going to take it at its face value, are not to be consumed. So that takes you through the assembled research that I put together for today. And I've still got about another 18 minutes or so to fill up the program. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to my original documents and read first from Sassafras tea, the 7 best health benefits and side effects. I did post this one up for your benefit. Let me just one more time, I'm going to copy this. Wait a minute. Okay, there it is. This written by John Staughton, Staughton, and last updated in April 2024. Drinking sassafras tea can have several impressive immune and health benefits, such as detoxifying the body, breaking fevers, thinning the blood, strengthening the immune system, improving skin health, aiding respiratory health, and reducing inflammation, among others. That's what John Staughton has to say. What is sassafras tea, he asks. Sassafras tea is made from the root and bark of the sassafras tree, a deciduous flowering plant native to North America. Flowering tree, not plant. It's a tree. Native to North America. The flavor of the tea is reminiscent of root beer, which is why many early recipes for the refreshing beverage included sassafras. However, this tea also contains saffrole, S-A-F-R-O-L-E, which is deemed to be a carcinogen. It is therefore not recommended for use by doctors, particularly in large quantities. Only very small doses of sassafras tea are recommended by herbal practitioners. I'm going to repeat that. Only very small doses of sassafras tea are recommended for use, are recommended by herbal practitioners who still use this plant despite the proven risks. It has been banned in the United States. Even so, the tree is native to eastern North America and is still used in many areas of the world. The health benefits of sassafras tea. While there are health risks by consuming an excess of sassafras tea, in moderate amounts is known to have a positive impact on your liver, circulatory system, immune system, skin, lungs, respiratory tracts, and joints. Much of these benefits come from the volatile compounds in the tea, including alpha-pinene and antioxidant tannins. However, use of this tea should be monitored very carefully and should only be prepared in the right concentrations. If you begin to feel any adverse side effects, discontinue use immediately. And that's a very, very important part. And I'm going to just copy that section there and paste that into my research document. We're going to continue. And bear with me. Okay. We continue. It talks about health benefits. The immune system. Sassafras tea has been traditionally used in small amounts to treat the symptoms of cold and flu. It can help reduce nasal congestion and relieve inflammation in the sinus cavities and throat. Skin health. The antibacterial and antiseptic properties of this tea make it effective for skin health. It can aid in the elimination of eczema, psoriasis, and other inflammatory issues when consumed in low to moderate amounts. Point 3, detoxify the body. As a liver stimulant, sassafras tea can help the body to sweat and detoxify faster, which can further eliminate toxins through the skin. This tea also functions as a great diuretic, meaning that it speeds up urination, which is when excess toxins, fats, salt, and water can be flushed out of the body. For this reason, sassafras tea is known to boost kidney health when consumed responsibly. To break fevers. One of the classic uses of this tea for stubborn fevers that don't seem to break. Traditional medicine practitioners have been relying on the anti-inflammatory properties of sassafras tea for generations when they need to break a fever and start the healing process. Next point, improves digestion. Small amounts of sassafras tea can help ease digestion by reducing inflammation in the gut and digestive tracts, while also helping regulate your bowel movements, meaning that it can eliminate both diarrhea and constipation. It improves circulation. Sassafras tea has an anticoagulant nature to it that helps with thinning the blood, making it less likely for you to suffer from blood clots, heart attacks, and strokes. While this can be dangerous if you are planning on having surgery or recovering from an injury, keeping your bloodstream clot-free is usually a very good thing. And lastly, inflammatory problems. People who suffer from gout, joint disorders, and other chronic inflammatory conditions such as arthritis can benefit from the detoxifying and stimulant nature of sassafras tea. When consumed responsibly, the tea can relieve pain and discomfort very effectively. Then it goes on to talk about how to make sassafras tea. Can be prepared quite easily at home. It only requires sassafras root, a pot of boiling water, and a strainer, as well as honey or sweetener to enhance the flavor. So I'm going to leave that to you to go ahead and discover the recipe it has for sassafras tea. I'm looking at the next article. It's from WebMD, and it is entitled Health Benefits of Soursop. Health Benefits of Soursop. Copy, and I'm going to paste this into my research article over here. I did paste this up once before for the listeners. In fact, I'll do it once again while I'm thinking about it. If you do have it twice, I hope you do forgive me, but I want to make sure that you do have it. The health benefits of soursop. And looking through, nobody's talking to me on Rumble. Nobody is talking to me on YouTube. And it is what it is. It's not the friendliest position, but maybe they're not talking to me because everyone said, well, hey, we're going to support you. We may not have time to chat, but what we are going to do is go to the front page of LIB Radio, and I'm going to make a donation. You're going to make a donation. We're all going to make a donation. Please, don't leave your brother hanging out here stranded right now, because it's getting really, really hard. We did a fund drive about almost 3 months ago, and we're coming up on February. I've got to do it again because the money's just not been there. I don't want to stop this. I want to continue to bring you this information, but I gotta pay my bills too. You have to pay your bills. We have to do the best we can, and we're going to continue to do the best we can. Next, we are talking about soursop, health benefits of soursop. This is written by Sarah Gleim, Gleim, and this is on WebMD. What is soursop? Soursop is a fruit that goes by many names, including guanabana, pawpaw, sirsak, and graviola. It is the fruit of the small evergreen tropical tree native to Central and tropical South America. Soursop fruits are large and oval shaped with green prickly exteriors. They can grow up to 8 inches and weigh up to 10 pounds. The flesh inside is white and fibrous. Soursop taste. It has an interesting flavor. I like it. Best described as a mix of other tropical fruit flavors, including mango, strawberry, and pineapple. Can you imagine all those three mixed together? Yeah, that's awesome. It's sweet and tangy with lots of citrus notes. The nutritional profile of soursop contains many essential vitamins and minerals, including vitamin B, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B3, vitamin C, folate, calcium, iron, potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, zinc, copper. That is awesome nutrient profile. The benefits of soursop include, but are not limited to, may contain many other antioxidants, including phytosterols, tannins, and flavonoids. Antioxidants play a key role in your overall health and may help protect against a variety of health conditions. Other benefits of soursop include immune health. Soursop is high in vitamin C, an antioxidant known to boost immune health and improve its ability to defend against pathogens. Vitamin C also promotes the destruction of free radicals, which can help protect your skin and cells from environmental oxidative damage. One soursop fruit contains about 129 milligrams of vitamin C, which is about 172% of the recommended daily allowance of vitamin C for women and 143% for men. Soursop may improve your digestive health. Fiber is vital for your digestive health and promotes regularity and prevents issues such as constipation. The recommended daily allowance for fiber is about 14 grams for every 1,000 calories, which translates to about 25 grams per day for women and about 38 grams per day for men. One whole soursop fruit contains about 21 grams of fiber, which gets you close to that recommended daily allowance. This is an exciting thing for me, potential anti-carcinogenic effects. In the future, soursop extract may be an alternative or complementary therapy to other cancer drugs. But we need more research. One systematic review showed that the extract of an Anana muricata, scientific name of soursop, is full of bioactive compounds, including acetogens, phenolic compounds, flavonoids, and alkaloids. Researchers say these compounds have the ability to decrease the growth of cancer, and that's a very important point. While these results sound promising, the research was based on test tube and animal studies, not on humans. Other studies have similar findings, but they were also laboratory tested. If you want to use soursop extract as a complementary to your current cancer treatment, discuss it first with your healthcare team, including your oncologist, including your nutritionist, as some supplements can change the way cancer medicines work. The danger is not from soursop. The danger is those cancer medicines that your oncologist wants to give you. And that's just a fact. It's an unavoidable fact. We need to be very well aware of that when dealing with oncology. To the very best of our abilities. May stabilize blood pressure and may fight inflammation. Antioxidants fight free radicals, reducing the damage to your cells caused by oxidative stress. One of the side effects of oxidative stress is inflammation. The antioxidants in soursop may therefore help reduce inflammation in the body. High blood pressure, which is another outcome of inflammation, may lead to serious issues such as heart disease and heart attack. Sodium intake is a key factor leading to high blood pressure. Potassium helps your body get rid of sodium and eases the tension in the walls of your blood vessels, both of which can help lower your blood pressure. A whole soursop fruit offers approximately 1/3 to 1/2 of your recommended daily allowance of potassium. And I'm just going to just quickly just mention these other ones. We've gone through this before. May fight against bacteria, and which is very important, including strains that cause gum disease and cavities. Soursop extracts help fight cholera and staphylococcus bacteria. May lower blood sugar levels. Soursop extract shown to lower blood sugar levels, therefore helping to prevent pre-diabetes or diabetes or hyperglycemia. When used, a daily dose, when used to extract for 30 days, lab rats had reduced blood glucose levels. Next, it may also be used to treat ulcers. Soursop extract may slow promise for treating gastric ulcers, may aid in weight loss. A study using adult mice said soursop could be used to treat some of the symptoms of obesity. So, last point, soursop in traditional medicine. The phytochemicals in soursop made it popular herbal treatment in traditional medicine for a long time. Its leaves have been used to make tea to treat a wide range of health conditions, including bacterial or parasitic infections, fever, high blood sugar, high blood pressure, inflammation, anxiety, cancer, digestive problems, pain, cough, asthma. So it is awesome. Soursop leaves benefits include using to treat headaches, insomnia, abscesses, ulcers, and certain cancers. Last point, possible side effects. As soursop leaves, studies have shown that the fruit and tea made from the leaves may create nerve damage with symptoms similar to Parkinson's disease. This is that cautionary note. Studies also indicate it may interact with high blood pressure medication or medication for diabetes. The compounds in the fruit may strengthen the effects of such medications, causing dangerous drops in your blood pressure or blood sugar levels. You should also avoid eating soursop seeds. I want to repeat that 2 more times. You should avoid eating soursop seeds. You should avoid eating soursop seeds. They have toxic compounds and may cause harmful side effects. Be sure to remove the seeds before consuming the fruit. So, almost finished today. We did cover that one, Sarsaparilla. That's the last one we're going to talk about. Sarsaparilla, benefits, risks, and side effects. This is from healthline.com. Let me put this link up as well. And pushing that link up for our YouTube listeners. And it rarely does it ever happen, but today it happened. Nobody said not one word to us from YouTube. And let me just double check to see if anybody is even there. View on YouTube. I'm going to paste this link up as well. For those of you following along, listening along, this is from Sarsaparilla, benefits and side effects. And I don't see, well, I won't see anybody in the family till just a minute from now. And real quickly, pasting this. Up for our listening audience. I see me putting up a whole bunch of links, but nobody, not one word. Let me just hit the thumbs up button, and 2 other people hit the thumbs up button. Now, I understand my YouTube page is quite anemic. I have 186 subscribers, whereas before YouTube canceled my account because of the COVID controversy, we had 5,000 listeners. Now we've pretty much switched over to Rumble. And for that, and Nguvu asked the question, where can soursop be purchased? If you want to get fresh soursop, you will need to get it. You may be able to find it at a Caribbean market. In Africa, soursop grows in people's yards, so it's very easy to find. I was in Uganda. They had, my family there had a soursop tree in their yard, and it was about to come into bloom when I had to leave there. It's too bad because it's good for parasitic infections, and while in Uganda, I did have to deal with malaria, and it would have been nice to have that soursop tree ripe and bearing at that time. Soursop, where to purchase soursop? That's a good question. Let me just quickly, where to purchase soursop? I'm going to ask that question of my AI search engine, and it's probably going to be your first bet would probably to get it canned. But it's going to tell me here in a second. You can find it canned at many places, grocery stores and farmers markets. Local grocery stores, check the produce section, especially in stores that specialize in tropical fruits. Farmers markets, many local farmers may sell fresh soursop, especially in areas where it grows naturally, and that's going to be in Florida or maybe California. Online retailers are going to be about your best bet. Specialty online stores like Amazon and specialty fruit retailers often sell soursop in fresh, frozen, or powdered forms. Health food websites, stores focusing on organic or health foods may also have soursop products available, including Whole Paycheck or Whole Foods. Local ethnic markets, Latin American or Caribbean markets. These stores often carry soursop, particularly in areas with significant populations from these regions. If you're looking for fresh options, the search engine, recommend checking your local markets or specific grocery stores. For online sites like Amazon, usually have a variety to choose from. And I'm just going to real quickly go to Amazon.com and see if they do have soursop. It's going to take me a second to check in. We're looking for soursop and soursop graviola gummies. I don't do gummies because it's gelatin. I don't mess around. The next one, soursop capsules with black seed oil, sea moss, and ashwagandha. That sounds like an excellent blend. Soursop leaves, a traditional herb, non-GMO. That's their overall pick. And their best seller is Serene Herbs Soursop Bitters Liquid, organic herbal soursop with black seed oil. So there's different options there. There's soursop drops, etc. And then there is soursop leaf tea bags. So there's a whole bunch of different soursop options that you can get. I'm going to cut and paste that for your benefit in Guvu. And thank you for asking that question. So I put that up on the Rumble channel. I'm going to put it up for my benefit on my Facebook page as well, because I probably will do like you are going to do, my brother. I probably am going to go back a little bit later. When I do get some money, I'm going to order some soursop to put into my livelihood as well. So Amazon shopping, soursop is pretty good. You might want to double check some others, but soursop tea leaves is not unreasonable at all. And there is the soursop leaves, dried, 4 ounces of the leaves for $10, $9.99 actually. And that's not bad. What's the size? That's $2.50 per ounce. And the drops, $12 per fluid ounce. So there are a number of options, including soursop gummies. I don't recommend gummies because they got gelatin in them, and I don't know where that gelatin is coming from, whether it's coming from carrageenan or whether it's coming from bones from pigs and cows. So I could look up vegan sources and soursop vegan sources, and it did find me. And the gummies, the first gummy said it was vegan, and there are a lot of different vegan sources of soursop up there. So just a good search engine nowadays and an Amazon account will get you what you need. On that note, we were covering Sarsaparilla real quickly. Sarsaparilla, a tropical plant used throughout history to treat conditions like arthritis, psoriasis, and syphilis. Tropical plant from the genus Smilex, the climbing woody vine grows deep in the canopy of the rainforest. It's native to South America, Jamaica, the Caribbean, Mexico, Honduras, and the West Indies. Many species of smilax fall into the category of Sarsaparilla, including the different species. For centuries, indigenous people around the world use the root of the sarsaparilla plant for treating joint problems like arthritis and for healing skin problems like psoriasis, eczema, and dermatitis. The root was thought to cure Hansen's disease, leprosy, due to its blood purifying properties. Sarsaparilla was later introduced into European medicine and eventually registered as an herb in United States pharmacopoeia to treat syphilis. Sarsaparilla goes by many different names depending on the language and origin. Sarsaparilla, Kao Yen, Sarpana, Smilace, Smilax, Sarsaparilla with a Z, Jupicanga, and others. Sarsaparilla drink is a common name of the drink that was popular in the 1800s. The drink was used as a home remedy and was often served in bars. Contrary to popular belief, the sarsaparilla soft drink was typically made from another plant called sassafras. It has been described as a taste similar to root beer or birch beer. The drink is still popular in certain Southeast Asian countries, but no longer common in the U.S. Though found online and specialty stores, today's sarsaparilla drinks don't actually contain any sarsaparilla or sassafras, but instead contain natural and artificial flavoring to mimic the taste. So if you're buying root beer, you're not getting sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla, talking about the benefits, contains a wealth of plant chemicals thought to have a beneficial effect on the human body. Chemicals known as saponins might help reduce joint pain and skin itching and also kill skin bacteria. Other chemicals may help in reducing inflammation and protecting the liver from damage. It is important to note that human studies for these claims are either very old or lacking. The studies referenced below use individual active compounds in the plant, individual cell studies, or mice studies, including four. I'm just going to mention the condition. Number 1, psoriasis. Number 2, arthritis. Number 3, syphilis. Number 4, cancer. Number 5, protecting the liver. Benefit number 6, improving the bioavailability of other supplements. So, last point, I'm going to talk about side effects and risks. There are no known side effects of using sarsaparilla. However, taking a large amount of saponins may cause stomach irritation. Be aware that the United States FDA doesn't regulate herbs and supplements, and they aren't subjected to rigorous safety and efficacy testing prior to marketing. Sarsaparilla may interact with certain medications. It can increase the ability of your body to absorb other drugs. Call your doctor if you experience any side effects while taking sarsaparilla. And risk, sarsaparilla is generally considered safe. The biggest risk to you is fraudulent marketing and misinformation. So that's it. There's more information there. I do encourage you to get it, to get the other information, and you decide whether you want to take advantage or take a risk of using these different drugs. Personally, I say it's probably going to be well worth your efforts. So sarsaparilla, that was from healthline.com, and sarsaparilla, the benefits, side effects, and risks. So on that note, I think we've done a good job for today. Let me just double check benefits, side, and risks. Okay, I got it all in. I'm just going to take a moment here and remind you, you have responsibility to help me to do what we do with this information. And that is, you have a responsibility of helping the information to be spread as far and wide as we could have it. This year is a critical year. It's a very critical year for you and I to grow together, build together, or separate. I am going to be going through some pretty significant changes in the near future. A lot of it depends upon when the budget allows. As you've been following us on Thursdays, we're studying AI. And I do want to fulfill one of my bucket list items. Now, I still got many, many years. I still have over 50 years to live. Over 50. And actually, specifically 57 years is my scheduled day of departure. That's my plan. And I'm working every day to work on this plan. It's not that I'm passive. This morning, I woke up, I did my 20 minutes of core exercises. I went outside and I ran, HIIT. I ran for 30, walked for 90 seconds, ran for 30 seconds for 20 minutes. So we are very serious about this longevity. I am incredibly serious about it. But the thing about it is how to pay for it. How to pay for it. I asked you every day to help. Just do a little bit. I'm still not yet convinced that you take that request seriously. We're going to do better. We're going to do better. We don't have much choice, but we've got to do better. So let's do what we've got to do. I'm so grateful for those of you who do hear that request and understand and have the means, the surplus, to be able to share a little tiny bit of what you bring in each month. If you could just share $10 of all the money you made in the last month, that would be great. Now, some people out there listening are worth a whole bunch of money. And I'm not mad at you. You have done better than I have at developing and building that long-term plan. If you value what I do, then invest a little bit of your surplus in your brother. I will be very grateful. I'll help you stay alive, stay vital. I'm helping everybody I can. You've been tuned into your favorite. We aim to be your favorite. I am, we are, LIB Radio, LIB TV. We are livinginblack.com. And I'm asking you to tell your friends to tell their friends that we have our own now. And we're very proud of what we have. I'm very proud of what we do. Here on your favorite, we aim to be your favorite. We are LIB Radio, LIB TV. We are livinginblack.com. I wish you all peace and prosperity. And just keep doing the best that you can. That will be beneficial for the maximum number of us. And if that includes buying the books that I write, it's easy to find my books. They're on Amazon. They're on my webpage, keidi.biz. And let's continue to grow and build. Let's reclaim our future. Talk soon. Peace, y'all.